Hello, hello. We are here to continue the dry desert Deathworld. The last time I made the new outpost. The outpost that is specifically for crafting the yellow science. If this never stops, which hopefully it never does, it should be doing exactly 6 per minute. So it only started 5 minutes ago, which is why it's showing 3 per minute, but it's just going to be 6 per minute. And if I remember correctly, for the things that I have queued here, which is military 4, power armor mark 2, personal battery and portable fission reactor, which will help me fight the biters a lot. This is 1,000 science packs. For this I need to wait about 3 hours, so maybe at the end of the day we are going to have all of this researched. I could go into like the other things that could help me a lot. So physical projectile damage is a thing that could help me defend easier, right? It also upgrades the cannon shell damage, but I think I'm not using the tank, so instead of going for this, it would be better to go for other things such as stronger explosives, which increases the rocket damage. But I think a better equipment first makes more sense. Also, weapon shooting speed increases the rocket shooting speed. So yeah, that's my research queue. Let's in queue this immediately. So I think weapon shooting speed as the most important one for the rocket speed, rocket damage over here, and then we are going finally to be going for the physical projectile damage and uranium ammo. What I want to do is I want to kind of automate my science. How about that? I have been basically manually delivering my iron over here, my copper over here, and my walls, bullets and grenades for the military science, so that this was crafted automatically, the red, green and military science. But I think at this point I should automate that properly. So how about I make another outpost? I don't need it to be very big. I just need it to match this speed, I guess. So I just need 0.1 a second. Let's make that outpost somewhere. Let's make it so that the pollution clouds don't overlap too much. So if I make my outposts further away from each other, so that their pollution clouds do not intersect at all, it means that more of the pollution is actually going to be consumed by the desert, which means less attacks overall and less resources spent on defenses. Okay, you know what? Let's do it over here. Why not? Yeah, I think the science is like the last thing that I need to automate basically. So that's all that I need. A single assembler is more than I need, right? Even with productivity modules. So I need this, and I need the military science. Piercing round, grenade, and a wall. Just one assembler for each is more than enough here. These ones cannot receive productivity modules. I will need to use efficiency on them. A gear, a conveyor belt, an inserter, another gear, and an electronic circuit with a copper cable. That should be good enough. This over here is going to be iron. This over here is going to be copper. Actually, I think I should just have both of them on the same belt. Iron and copper. 2 steel furnaces. So this is going to be stone plus coal. Coal will also be used in this place. So 12 furnaces for iron. 12 for iron, 12 for copper. I will need steel. And I will need the normal bullets. Let's move this a little bit higher up, so that the bullets can fit over here. A little bit of steel, maybe around over here. And I think that's good enough. Now I just need the train stops. I didn't connect all of the belts here too, right? Like that and like that. Needs to be combined with the stone. This roboboard, I want it to be moved, I guess. Or I can move this thing instead. Fine. Alright, over here I have the copper. Copper is going to be going this way. This over here is copper with coal. We just make this go around like so. I think this is like more than I needed. Maybe I could have made my smeltery twice as small here. I will also need the iron. Iron I have over here. right? Lamps, of course. Productivity modules everywhere I can. So we will have red, green, military, blue science has been automated, kind of. I just need to like automatically put all of these sciences into a train now and deliver to the actual labs. So we will have everything, red, green, blue, military, and yellow science this way, right? Well, yeah, the current goal is to just be researching the things so that I can fight easier for the next iron patch that I will need relatively soon, because out of this one that I have captured, like how long ago, like about 4 hours ago, I think, right? We had 500, 500,000 here. It is left with 350,000, so it is slowly running out, and I will need another one, of course, which also means that I should be discovering more territory, right? I was going to do that, and then I never did. I want to place more radars on the top right over there and on the bottom, so that we might reveal more iron ore. Okay, so this one is just waiting for the iron train to come, which is going to be taking a while, actually, right? Because my iron is pretty slow. This is done, I think. I just need the sciences to be put onto another train. So I will have another train stop over here somewhere. This is going to be science loading station. I'm going to be putting those into this chest over here. And I will also not store too much of them here. So I will only have green science. Let's say that there is no need for me to store more than like 500 sciences. Maybe like 1,000 of each science. Yeah, let's have 1,000 of each science. Okay, also, so I have been... Yeah, when is this going to be getting the iron, actually? I don't have any priorities on my train stops. I should have a priority, right? But I think the most important one to actually have the priority is the one that is producing the ammo. Otherwise, I will die if I don't have any more ammo, right? So I think this iron unloading station should have a priority, which is more than the other ones, let's say 100. But the other ones, they are supposed to eventually just work, I guess. But I might need to wait for a little bit too long. Do I actually try to round robin my trains here? Let's see if it sorts itself at some point. But I will need another train stop that is taking the blue signs out of here automatically, right? So that I don't need to do that manually anymore. I think a train stop like that can be over here. Why not? This is going to be a science loading station of the blue signs, which means that I will need to deliver the science itself somewhere around here. Can I make the belt go there? I'm using only one side of the belt with ammo. You know what that means? It means that I can easily put my science on the other side, and then I can take it out over here. I can take it out over here and put it into this right here. Let's keep 5 stacks, 1,000. Nice, nice, nice. Let me enable this station only if I have blue signs more than 200. I think I will be like having a train which is delivering just 1 stack of each signs each time. I think it should be more than enough. Maybe 2 stacks? Should it be 2 stacks? Fine, let's have 2 stacks, 400. Let's do the same on this other station. I'll have the decider combinator here. So I want to enable this train only if I have both enough of all of the sciences here. More than 400 of red, 400 of green, and 400 of military. I just don't want the train to be standing here if I don't have the sciences, is the idea. This challenge is going much better than I thought. What are the fresh patch sizes for iron you have? I'm only having a single iron patch over here, the one that I have unlocked with fighting. Other than that, there is not a lot. The other ones are a lot smaller than the one that I have. Well, I mean, at this point, this one is bigger, the 342,000. This one will need a little bit of fighting too to get to. The other ones are really small, right? Like this one is 42,000. I can get this one pretty easily though. 104 over here, 175. 70,000, 20,000. 79,000. Oh, over here. This one is like has been revealing slowly. This is 14,000 on this side. Maybe this one is actually potentially a big one. I should reveal that fully. Fine. Let's just pretend that everything is supposed to be working here automatically, right? It's not working automatically, but it's supposed to. The iron is technically being delivered, but it's being delivered mainly over here for my bullet production factory, which is the most important one. So once this is filled, then we are going to be getting the ore in the other stations. Alright, so in the meantime, I'm going to go and reveal more territory. I'm also out of coal, by the way. I'm out of coal, I'm out of the uranium. I don't need it right this moment, maybe, but I will need it at some point. Like right now, this trains with the coal. I was just standing still, which means that I do not need coal right now. Let's see how big this iron patch is. Should I be driving on a car? Probably, yeah. Because I don't want to be running out of power in my armor. But I think the 3 exoskeletons that I have give me almost the same speed. So maybe I will sometimes be getting out of the car and going on foot. Looks like a pretty big one. 400,000. This might be the one that I'm getting next. That's pretty huge, I would say. Yeah, and then let's place more radars at the top here. Okay, well, I killed my car. I don't care too much, I guess, but maybe like a replacement car would be good to have here. Would also be nice if I didn't stand in the spit. There's no room for mistake. I think no, there is room for mistakes. You see, I did a couple mistakes there, but I still didn't die. But it's a lot more difficult to not be making mistakes when driving a car, I guess. A car doesn't have a lot of health. As soon as I run out over a patch of acid, it takes a lot of health out of the car. But this iron is really nice, 400,000. I think getting to it is also not too difficult. I think I go like over here from this rail to the right. Over here, I don't need to fight anything. Maybe I kill this expansion, go through here, still no need to fight, go over here, and then just fight a little bit on top of the this iron patch. If I actually have revealed this iron patch before the one on the bottom left, I would definitely go for this one. It's easier one to take. Technically, I can get over there, but can I get back then? Let's not risk too much. And then I immediately go in this place, of course. It's fine. I'm going to craft another car. Okay, fine, let's just craft 5 cars, and the only thing is that I might be running out of coal, so I shouldn't be putting too much in it. If I keep letting the biters destroy my car. More iron, okay. How big is this? 350. This might also be not a very difficult one to take. Oh, another iron. I think this one is also pretty big. No, 200,000. Well, it's not bad either. I think when I'm capturing the new ore patches now, I should actually be connecting those to the radars, right? We can easily read the amount of ore left in an ore patch by connecting a wire to the mining drill, and then I can connect those to the radars. So I can have a global circuit network which would say how much ore do I have that is still collectible, maybe. And have like speakers set up with alerts if I am running out of something. Let's do it on on this copper patch, for example, right? Because that's the only copper that I'm mining right now. So like when you connect a wire to the mining drill, you can set the mode to read the resources of the entire resource patch, right? I guess if you do this on the middle, then it's basically going to be like, if it's going to be like the last mining drill basically to run out, which is the ones in the middle. That's all we need to do. And then I just connect that wire to this radar over here. And then if I have another radar somewhere else, so we just connect the wire like this, and you see, I can just see all of my copper now in this place. So if I captured another copper ore, then I would see the total amount of copper ore that I can mine on this power pole here. I think they are not going to destroy this, right? Hopefully. Okay, anywhere else I can go? Technically, I don't think I can go much further. Revealing the territory further out, I will wait for the power armor Mark II and a bunch of exoskeletons of quality maybe. I think the amount of iron that I have revealed so far should be enough for me for a while. I think the map revealing is basically done. So these are all of the iron ore patches that I see. We might reveal more. This 400,000, like I said, should be relatively easily takeable. This 350 also, I think, is pretty safe. Like if I go from here in between these nests, if there is not a huge nest over here, then I should just be able to get there without much fighting, right? Because this 300,000 iron is my last iron right now that I have access to. Right, so what do I do first? The iron or the uranium? Speaking about uranium, which one would I take first? It looks like this uranium over here basically doesn't need any fight. So maybe I'll get this one. I will have the rail going through here anyway, around here, right? And if I take this iron, maybe I take this coal at the same time. But no, probably not, because this means more pollution here, so more attacks. I'll take this coal later. All right, anyway, I'm going for more iron here. With this nest. Okay. Yeah, see, I can come through here without any fighting, and then taking like killing enough biters here so that I can capture this iron should take not a long time, I think. Let's see how much do I need to kill. Pretty much almost the entirety of this nest. Alright, I have a bunch of explosive rockets. I have 400 slowdown capsules. Anything else that I need? Maybe do this. Alright, I think it's time to fight. Okay, how do I make a quality rocket launcher? I feel like I can do that. Do I craft 2 of these, actually? Because I have 2 rocket launchers. Otherwise, I would need to switch. I think I will be switching, because saving, like, even this little bit of iron, even 20 iron is kind of a lot when we talk about the rare iron. I think I will instead just keep a single rocket launcher on me, which is going to be the rare one, and I will be just switching the ammo type. Okay. Let's see how good a tank is. Can I get a more range? It's not reaching the nest. I think is my biggest issue here. Wait a second. Didn't give it the flamethrower ammo. Okay, tank is kind of okay. But I used half of my battery here, so I think one more attack and then I need to recharge already. I don't think it's faster. Alright, let me try the personal attack. Although, I feel like I should not leave the tank like this behind. The biters, they will destroy it. Maybe if I leave it further out. Like, over here. And it should be safe. Alright, but I have a rear rocket launcher now with a range of 43.2. So I can reach this nest from over here. I mean, I guess that's more than before. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good range. I like this. This is better than a tank, I'm pretty sure. Fine, let's do the defender. Defender, follow robot count 1, and robot count 2, and robot count 3. First, I will just craft a couple, then we'll try them, and then we'll see if I actually want to automate them. Okay, so let's try this. Some people said that they are OP, the defenders. So this is the maximum upgrades that I can have right now, right? Without the yellow science. We have all of the upgrades possible. The maximum amount of follower bots, which is going to be 30. The maximum amount of damage and shooting speed for them. Right? So, let's see if they are going to be any good. So I can have 30 followers. Like this. So if I slow down the biters, maybe I am distracting them, kind of. So that it helps me a little bit. But they are not killing off all of the biters, obviously, so I am still very close to dying here. I think they are not worth it here. They are really good on smaller nests, but not on this. No, this doesn't change much, so I'm not going to be automating them. Okay, I think I killed everything on the bottom. Now we just need to do a little more work on the left side. Okay, have I killed enough here? Have I killed enough? A couple over here. I should not look at the map while Not all the biters are dead. Okay, I mean, let's just say that this is done, because I need to end here. So we'll just say that this iron patch is cleared. Next time I'm going to place the miners down, and the research over here of the yellow science has actually been continuing. I already have 300, so next time we're going to have all of the upgrades that I wanted to have today. That's it for me for today. See you next time. Bye.